What would happen if friction disappeared? Scientists claim that humans expend about 10 to 12% of their efforts combating friction and dealing with its consequences. It might seem like a good idea to remove friction entirely and reduce energy losses. However, the reality is far more complex. Let's imagine what would happen if, hypothetically, friction disappeared from Earth. Picture yourself stepping out of your house early one morning onto the street where friction no longer exists. What would you see? After falling, you would start sliding down the slope of the street. Alongside you, your neighbors, the neighborhood dogs, garbage bins, and cars would all be sliding as well. Everything that isn't deeply anchored in the ground would start moving. If you get stuck in a pocket formed by some immovable objects, your whole sliding group will eventually stop. But imagine the chaos that would ensue at that spot. More dangerously, you'd have little chance of surviving collisions with speeding cars or other large objects. Plus, there would be no way to stand up and run away, as you wouldn't be able to grip anything. Perhaps suction cups would come in handy, but even that's uncertain. All forms of transportation, be it a bicycle, bus, or train, wouldn't be able to stop. Vehicles standing still wouldn't be able to start moving. Your child wouldn't be able to learn to play the violin, bass, cello, or viola, because the bow wouldn't be able to produce sound from these instruments. That's one of the more harmless effects of friction's absence. You wouldn't be able to tie your shoelaces because all knots would instantly come undone. They might just evenly spread across the entire planet in a thin layer. As you can see, without friction, chaos would reign in the world. We would forget what silence is, as sounds would endlessly bounce off any remaining obstacles. There would be constant winds. Objects would slip from our hands, and not just from our hands. Everything would fall, slide, and roll until everything is on the same level. In the end, if friction were to disappear, our planet would turn into a perfectly smooth, round sphere, similar to the shape that liquids take in weightlessness conditions. It would be great to eliminate friction, but only partially, in the places where it's needed.